Alright guys, the trolling is over. I know I've been making a couple of videos acting like I'm some Wilder sexual, obsessive Wilder fan and some shit talking nonsense, but this is a video I wanted to make. It's a serious video, and it's a video that I noticed a lot of Anthony Joshua detractors are always bringing up, and that is the fact that Wladimir Klitschko dropped Anthony Joshua. Every now and then, whenever I see a guy that clearly doesn't like Anthony Joshua, and when he brings up his weaknesses, right, he always talks about the fact that he got dropped by Wladimir Klitschko, and they always say this, he got dropped by a 41-year-old Wladimir Klitschko, old man, he got put on his backside against a 41-year-old Wladimir Klitschko. And then they say stuff like, well, if old ass Wladimir Klitschko was able to drop Anthony Joshua, what do you think Wilder's gonna do? Wilder's way younger. Fair point. But it's like, bitch, did you forget Deontay Wilder got dropped by Arnold Schooners? Yeah. Everyone who hates Anthony Joshua bitches about the fact that a 41-year-old Wladimir Klitschko knocked down Anthony Joshua. Meanwhile, a fucking journeyman with 27 losses on his fucking record dropped Deontay Wilder. And I'm not even joking. If you actually look at Arnold Schooner's record, this is his resume, box rec. The dude has 11 KOs and the dude has 27 losses. So this guy right here, a journeyman, a guy with, and when he fought Wilder, he probably had around 21 losses. So a guy with 21 losses, and he didn't win a fight since then. So, well, just one fight. So Wilder got dropped and put on his ass, on his backside, as you can see, against a guy with 21 losses and a guy who's not even a puncher. A guy who has like 11 KOs, as you saw. And this guy's a small heavyweight. He's like 6'2". So he got put down by a 34, 35-year-old, 6'2" journeyman with 20 losses and who's not even a puncher. I don't know about you guys, but wouldn't it be more alarming if you're getting dropped by a journeyman, a bum like Harold Schooners, compared to getting dropped by an all-time great like Wladimir Klitschko? I don't know about you, but I would be more, I would be more ashamed if I was dropped by a fucking journeyman like Arnold Schooners, I mean, I'm just being straight honest with you. I'll be more embarrassed. If I'm a professional fighter, I'll be more embarrassed that I got dropped by a dude like him. I'll be more embarrassed that I got stunned by a guy like Eric Molina. There's no shame in getting dropped by a guy like Wladimir Klitschko. You want to know why? Because Wladimir Klitschko put down many men. Yeah, Wladimir Klitschko put down several men. You know what I'm saying? Several men. People want to talk about his age as if no heavyweight at that age could come and be dominant. Look at Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins was 50 years old. 50 years old, beating guys like Jean Pascal. Dominating guys at that old age. Why can't Klitschko do it? You know what I'm saying? Just 2 years ago, Klitschko was the unified heavyweight champion. People act like this dude was 150 years old when he fought Anthony Joshua, man. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. Look at what's his name? Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes, when he got knocked out by Mike Tyson, he went on to beat guys like, and he was older than Wladimir Klitschko. He went on to beat guys like Ray Mercer. Ray Mercer was supposed to be the next big thing. He was a young, undefeated guy who just destroyed Tommy Morrison. And fucking 43-year-old Larry Holmes fucking schooled him. And just like Wladimir Klitschko, he was an all-time great. So this whole idea that, oh, I'm going to bash Anthony Joshua because he got dropped by a 41-year-old is fucking stupid. Because it's not like he was a 50-year-old or 60-year-old or some shit. You know what I'm saying? He was just 2 years ago the unified heavyweight champion of the world, and he's an all-time great. And he would kick Wilder's ass right now if they fought. I'm telling you, had he not retired, that version of Wladimir Klitschko would have beat the crap out of Wilder. Let's be real. Again, I would be more embarrassed if I'm getting knocked down by a fucking dude with 20 fucking losses like Harno Schooners, man. Harno Schooners dropped Wilder, dude. And I'm not trying to be a prick, but I'm just we got to put things into perspective here. Don't go around clowning Anthony Joshua for getting dropped against that all-time great, but then you're going to just turn a blind eye to the fact that Wilder got stunned by a bum like Eric Molina, and Wilder got a black eye by a guy like Johan Duhaupas, and Wilder lost every single round against Gerard Washington, and Wilder was getting schooled by Arthur Spilka, the same guy that Adam Konwacki destroyed in like 2 rounds, and Wilder got dropped to put in his ass